Hey,
weirdos.
weirdos. Well, this isn't your average history lesson. We're going to be telling you stories that you didn't learn in school.
Tales of ghosts, monsters, strange and unique happenings that defy explanation.
So, if you're ready to look past the surface and into the shadows, you've come to the right place. Let's get weird and head
Okay.
to Piedmont, Missouri.
Yes. Piedmont.
Piedmont, Missouri is in the where is it? Southeast corner of the state.
Yes.
And so 50 years ago, between February and April of 1973, there were over 500 reports to law enforcement of unidentified flying objects. These sightings brought attention from around the country and inspired books and television programs that have investigated these claims over the years. And what's weird is there really isn't much anything there except lakes, rivers, streams, springs, which just bring thousands of people to the area. So they've just been astounded by the interest in their upcoming spring festival. Now there's a yearly festival every year that is the
Piedmont UFO Festival.
the UFO Festival.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They have, parades and everything, but
Well,
why?
actually 2 years ago, I went and spoke at
Okay.
that, and I've been invited to go back this year. So
Okay.
I think we need to go
Yeah.
because
I
yeah,
and I
they decorate the whole town. I mean, it's a big deal in this little bitty town. They really go
right.
all out.
Right. It's going to bring, a lot of, revenue to the area, but
Yeah.
it's like I was trying to figure out why would there be so many sightings in this particular area, and I have no idea why. There was no, there was nothing that stood out any particular.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
did. So I'm gonna tell on myself here. Last fall, we did a BFRO expedition down there,
Okay.
and we had some local people come in, right? That area, that part of the state has all kinds of lead mines. When we've talked about
Right.
Potosi and
Right.
all of
We're
that.
talking about
Okay.
Potosi. Yeah.
Same thing over there. All these lead mines.
You
To
think it's
this
why?
day, they see UFOs. It's a common thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fishermen still in the area in Piedmont still, they'll just be
Yeah.
out fishing and being like, oh,
Yeah.
look there.
They talk about seeing them at the lake there, that kind of stuff. So, what the locals believe, or at least, the ones that we were talking to, that it has something to do with the minerals in the ground there.
Oh,
You
sure.
know, yeah, they think it has something to do with that.
Do you think like as an attractant to the
Mhm.
area, or maybe they're looking for resources?
I don't know. There's locals that say they see them come out of the water. The ships come out of the water there. They're just all over the place. I mean, and the ones that we were talking to, they were like, most everybody that's local over here has had some kind of experience that they cannot explain, from moving lights. And I know I saw an article about one lady who said it looked like the forest was on fire, and it
Okay.
wasn't. It was
Right.
just something,
The lights from
I guess, possibly
whatever this
from a
was.
craft. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
Right.
yeah, that area it's definitely interesting. It's just a very small town,
I think there's
camping
a
area.
dark mountain or something that's there.
Yeah.
That's maybe a high point, but
Yeah. I think we were up on that, because we were all over the place. Uh, we ended up, don't even know. We were way back. We had to kick it in 4-wheel drive to get where we went.
Sure.
But there was some interesting stuff going on in the woods too out there. So it is it's a different place.
It is. And I had I don't know if our next picture, but there were some interesting rock formations out there. That I thought, I don't know. It's like that just makes me miss Missouri and all of the cavey rock weirdness.
Well, yeah. And that's just Missouri in general, is all the caves. And then you begin to wonder, do the caves have something to do with it? Is it the minerals? What exactly draws them to that spot? Because I didn't ask when I was talking to the locals over there if this has been going on since before time, or if it, right. The documented part of this doesn't start until the 60s, or was it 70s?
73.
Yeah. That's when it was a predominant thing. So it could have been going on earlier.
That whole area in Wayne County. They even brought a professor from Southeast Missouri State University. What's it now? Missouri State University. Anyway, Dr. Harley Rutledge investigated with his own team. I mean, it was kind of very exciting for the area, but
they've gotten a lot of publicity over it. There's articles about it. I mean, we should have had Levi on with us with this one. He could have told us probably all kinds.
Exactly, because I was, I was going to ask when he was talking about that. It was just like, okay, let us know what you think about, all of these reported sightings.
Right. He talks about that. Because I asked him one time, I said, why are there places that are, it seems to be more predominant? And he said, it seems to be that the chemical makeup under the soil. So that makes you leads you to wonder, is it they're looking for resources? What are they doing?
Right.
But then, you would think if they were taking mass amounts of something, the landscape would be torn up. And you don't hear that type of thing.
So then what are they doing? Are they just scouting? Or are they just, on a fact-finding mission, as it were?
It could be all of it. I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, over there, it's the lead mines are what the predominant ore is over there. They were telling us, I think there was one more. I can't remember right now off the top of my head what it was. But it's also a very rural area. It's not heavily populated. It's kind of one of those where, the county is so rural that, they don't get a lot of funding and help because they don't have that much taxes. And
they only had 1,900 people in the 2020 census.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not heavily populated. There's a lot of space to do things over there.
Well, it would make sense too. Yeah, the Iron Mountain Railroad went through. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'd buy into the whole iron.
Yep.
Or lead. Sorry, not iron.
Lead. Yeah, the whole lead thing. Yeah.
But yeah, it would be kind of fun. I think they do the festival in April.
Yes.
And again, growing up in Missouri my entire life, I had never heard anything about this.
No, because I had not either. And Piedmont is Missouri's UFO headquarters, apparently.
I know, and I'm just yeah, it's just got to be because of and this was in the, this was in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Now whether it's real or whether it's a depiction of what was,
Yeah.
what has been
Right.
seen, um, I don't know. Because honestly, I think if I saw something like that flying through the sky, there's definitely no splitting hairs on what that is.
Right. Yeah, that might cause me to go in the house and shut the blinds,
I'd be running off the road. Dude, what the fuck is
right?
that?
Or
Did you
or
see that?
stopping to get out and look and then getting back in the car and going, oh shit, nope, 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 not doing
Right. Or every other car around. Like, is anybody else seeing this?
that.
Like,
Right.
when I'm driving around here and we have a lot of eagles up here in
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota. And I'm still like there's a nest not too far from here because I see it flying around and I'm still like, anybody else looking at this? There's an eagle right here. Are you seeing this?
Right.
And I
Yeah.
don't know. People don't care.
Well, where we grew up, they weren't predominant,
I know, but it's just like I don't know. I get excited
I
when I
do
see.
too. I do too. When I see them around here, I'm like, oh my God, that's an eagle. I'm running around like a crazy
All right.
person.
So can you imagine seeing the saucer flying around this hubcap?
No,
Oh,
I really
Lord.
can't. I mean, no,
And would it honestly look like that? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't
I
either.
think that's that stereotypical 60s, 50s and 60s, saucer. I don't,
Right.
when you listen to people who've had, you know, that is not the stereotypical what they're describing.
Right.
So, I think that's just the old guard, right?
Right.
That's what it was. So, and it's funny. I took a picture, like the side of one of the convenience stores over there is a big mural, you
Yeah.
know, of like aliens and the spacecraft and all this. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. That's
Well, their
great.
mascot is Monty. His name is Monty,
Is Monty. Okay. Yeah.
and he's just adorable.
Yep. Yep.
So, and apparently the Wayne County Journal, this really is a horrible picture. I really need to look at my picture.
So that little bitty tiny like
That
white
little bitty
dot
tiny
there.
blip,
Yeah.
we just happened to catch it. And I don't even believe it. But
Well, but
I don't know. It's like I do believe in UAPs, UFOs, all of
whatever
the
it is,
unexplained
yeah.
things. But this, I'm not buying any of it.
Well, so if we get to, if we go over there this spring, I mean, we take a couple of days and check it out, talk to the locals and see
Sure.
what exactly transpired. I'm sure we would get a lot more information.
Right. And if they're still, having as much activity as they had in the
Mm-hmm.
past, or
Mm-hmm.
is it about the same? Is it non-existent? What is it? We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be a good one for us to go do and check it out. Because like I said, we did an expedition out there, and one of the people that came, she was very, they talk about UFOs over there very, it's not a big deal. They're
Like
just
just matter of factly, like I saw a deer.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah, exactly. And it's not a big deal to them, and they talk about it. And when you drive through town, so the first time I went over there was when the big eclipse was supposed to be going on.
Oh, sure.
And I'm glad I was not over there when the eclipse went on, because that was in one of the totality zones where it was totally,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, wild.
And so that was like a 2.5 hour drive for me. And I knew some people that had gone that direction, that it was a 6 hour drive for them to get home. because of all the people trying to be in that zone.
Right.
So I had gone over a couple of days early and am very glad that I did that, because I wouldn't have been happy if that'd taken me a 6-hour drive.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know the back roads on that side of the state. I couldn't have got home back
Right.
roads.
You couldn't have, right. Now, this area, we got the back roads.
Yeah,
So
this area, I can get a lot of places.
Every
back
highway.
Yeah,
anywhere.
exactly.
But on
Exactly.
the east side, I have no idea.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of flying blind over there. So,
Right.
but
Well, I did find a cute little poem, an alien or UFO poem, if you will,
okay.
from the Wayne County Journal.
Okay.
And I copied it down because I was like, that might be cute. It's cute. Twinkle, twinkle, UFO, how I wonder what is so. Up above our world so high, shining jewels in the sky. When the evening sun is set, on the highest hill I get, watching for your little light, twinkle, twinkle into sight. When the hour is drawing near, how I hope you'll reappear as I sit and heave a sigh, minutes into hours go by. So it seems to be my fate, just too early or just too late. As I sit and begin to doze, someone yells, "There she goes!" Twinkle, twinkle, UFO, someday, somehow, we will go up above our world so high, just to bug you in your sky.
Okay.
And that is the poet wasn't lit, but it's a local poet.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that was very cute.
Yep. That was a cute one. That was a cute one.
Hope they.
Yeah, we have to take Levi over there too. That might be very eye-opening.
With I hope I get my Faraday hat. I'm very excited.
I got to find my Faraday hat. I stuck it somewhere, but we will find it. Yeah. So.
Well, that's all the weirdness that I got for this week.
All right.
Thanks so much for joining us onto this into this weird journey into this weird heart of Missouri.
If you were enthralled by this episode, take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us keep our boots on the ground and the boogers at bay.
And if you have a weird story, we want to hear it. You can find the link in our email and in the show's description. And until next time, stay weird.
Stay weird. Bye.